So today we will study in nomenclature, that is the chapter which you are doing, organic chemistry. That is, how can you represent the organic compound? What are the different ways of representation of an organic compound? See, organic compound, the formula can be represented in different manner. We can represent it by molecular formula. We can represent it by structural formula. We can represent it by condensed formula. We can represent it by bond line notation. We can represent it by polygon formula. Again repeat, molecular formula, structural formula. I am going to give the example. Condensed formula, bond line notation or bond line formula, and the last is your polygon formula. What is that? Let me take an example of let us say C5H12. C5H12, name of this compound is pentane. Now the formula which I have written here, this is nothing but molecular formula. This is your molecular formula, C5H12. Alright, this is molecular formula, again I repeat. Now, second, if I am writing in this way, CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. Now don't say, sir, I can write CH3 here. No, you can't write. Why? Because carbon is having two bonds here. So two more bonds, it will be hydrogen. Here also same thing. This carbon got two bonds, so two more hydrogen. In this way. Here this carbon has got one bond, so three hydrogen. So you count it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 to 5 to 7 to 9, 3, 12. So C5H12. So this formula is known as what? Condensed formula. Condensed. It is said to be as. What I said you, this is your molecular formula. Molecular formula. This is your condensed formula. Condensed formula. You can write in this way also. You can write in this way, CH3 dot CH2 dot CH2 dot CH2 dot CH3. You can write in this way also. The dot means what? Bond. Single bond here. Here in organic chemistry, it means single bond here. Now, next is your structural formula. Structure means you are going to draw the structure here completely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see how I am writing it. Alright, first you write the carbon atom, then CH3. Now you see CH2. See here, completely you can count it and see. Each carbon is having 4 bonds. Count it and see. Each carbon 4 bonds. Count it. Not less than 4, neither greater than 4. It cannot be. So this is your structural formula. This is called structural formula. Okay? Structural formula. This is known as. Now, next is, after that we are having bond line formula. Bond line. So bond line formula is this. 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. 1, I am writing here, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does it mean? These are the carbon atoms. These are the carbon atoms. This is carbon. This is another carbon atom. This is another carbon. This is another carbon. This is another carbon. So in between this carbon and carbon, which bond is there? Single bond. See, single bond? Alright. It is this between second carbon and third carbon. Suppose second and third carbon. What is which bond? Single bond. So all single bond in this way. Single bond. Alright. So this is known as bond line formula. And this is understood. We are not writing a hydrogen. It's understood that this carbon is having one bond. Alright. Single bond. You can see this carbon. First carbon is having how many bonds? Single bond. So remaining 3 are hydrogen. Understood here. Here this carbon is having how many bonds? 2 bonds. So remaining 2 are hydrogen. No need to write the hydrogen. So hence bond line formula. This is said to be as bond line formula. You learn it in details. More about it. Just I am showing you. When I teach you nomenclature, many compounds I'll ask you to write in this way. At that time you learn it. Just here you learn the representation. I am showing you the representation. In how many way we can represent a particular compound, we can say that. So this is the 4th way of representation. Understood now? These points are nothing but the carbon atom. These points are the carbon atoms. And suppose here single bond. So single bond. Suppose here it will be instead of pentane, this C5H12. If it will be C5H10. So it is pentene. Pentene means double bond. So here I will put a double bond. Understood? Automatically the carbon and the number of hydrogen atoms decreases. So no need to put your hydrogen, it is understood that these points are hydrogen. Here it is CH3. Always in case of bond line formula, the terminal are CH3. Terminal means this starting and ending point. These are CH3, and here these points are CH2. These are CH2 in bond line formula always. If it is a single bond, if it is double bond, then it's going to differ. Triple bond differ. Alright, more about it I said, you will be studying it later on. So this is the 4 way of representation I have showed you. Now the 5th way of representation, the 5th one, that is your what I said, polygon formula. Now C5, what I said, H12. Now C5H12 cannot be represented by polygon formula. I can take C5H10 and I can represent it. What is that? See, this is your polygon formula. C5H10. Okay? Polygon. How it is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See it? Alright. How many carbon? 5 carbon atoms. Pentagon. Can you see it in maths? This is pentagon. Suppose if I say C6H12, then what is that? I'll draw a hexagon. I'll draw a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can start counting from anywhere. Whichever point you like, you can start the counting. Alright. So, in this way, in this case, in this example, don't think this is the true for all the examples. In different one, we will see different rules I will say you. So, in this way, C6H12. Now, you might be thinking where hydrogen has gone. That's understood. Now, I will show you. See, where hydrogen has gone, I am showing you. See here. Carbon, carbon. How many carbon? 5 carbon. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbon. So, this carbon has 2 bonds. What is that? CH2, 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 CH2. Count it and see how many carbon and hydrogen. 5 carbon and 10 hydrogen. 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10. Done? In this way. So, instead of writing in this way, we write it in this way. Now, it is not possible every time to write CH2, CH2, CH2 every time. It is not possible. Tedious it becomes. So, if we represent it this way, C5H10 means this is the this. This is the name of this compound is cyclopentane. When you will study alicyclic compound, you will study about it. Cyclopentane. This one is. Instead of representing it this way, this is the shortcut way to represent it, which is known as polygon formula. Like C6H12. How to do it this one? Same thing. Just like this. 6 carbon first you write. First you write 6 carbon atoms. Written. Now 2 hydrogen. Each carbon will have 2 hydrogen. Done. C6H12 in this way. Instead of representing in this way, this is a shortcut way of representation. Easier way of representation. So how many formulas you learnt it? Condensed molecular formula, condensed formula, structural formula, bond line formula, bond line notation and polygon formula. More about it I will say you know, just representation I am teaching you, more about it you will be learning it. Just you have started the chapter, I am telling you, have patience, organic chemistry, have patience. Lot of new things you will be studying here. So don't jump into the conclusion, how this will be that, how this will be that. I will tell you the answer, but you might not be understanding it, you might not be following it. So hence have patience and study. Alright, I'll be telling you everything I'll be saying you, but one by one. Alright, it has to be done in a systematic manner. Now, next, after that. So, after cyclopentane, cyclohexane, it's over, this particular one. Now, we will learn it, the type of carbon atom. We will be studying. The type of carbon atom. Type of carbon atom. So, first is it is known as primary carbon atom. Primary. We represent primary as small p, or we can also say 1 degree carbon atom. 1 degree carbon atom. Primary carbon atom or 1 degree carbon atom. We represent this way. Similarly, second one is secondary carbon atom. We represent it this way. SEC or 2 degree. We read it this way. SEC means secondary. P means primary. We will not write in this way. Primary carbon atom. No. Only P means primary carbon atom. Now, next is tertiary. Tertiary carbon atom. How will you represent it as? Tert. T-R-T. Or we can say 3 degree. Next. After that. This is tertiary. T-E-R. Okay. Now, quaternary carbon atom known as that is nothing but quaternary means neo or 4 degree. We can say that. Clear? So now we will understand what are these. Now write the definition. Primary carbon atom. When first you write this. Primary carbon atom. One definition if you understand, rest similar. Primary carbon atom. Write the definition. When one carbon atom is attached to another carbon atom or no other carbon atom. When one carbon atom is attached to another carbon atom or no other carbon atom. Like this is primary. This is primary carbon, 1 degree. This is also 1 degree because it is what I said, when one carbon atom is attached to another carbon atom, another. This is also 1 degree, another carbon atom. Alright, like CH3, CH2, CH3. You can see all are 1 degree. We can say that. So this is primary carbon atom. Understood now? But is it primary this one? No, this is not primary. These two are primary. These two are primary. This is not primary. Then what is that? Now see the next one. Secondary. Got it? Carbon atom. When one carbon atom is attached to another carbon atom. Alright, when one carbon is attached to two other carbon atoms. Sorry. When one carbon atom is attached to two other carbon atoms, that is called a secondary carbon atom. Again I repeat. When one carbon atom, see, when one carbon atom is attached to two other carbon atoms, that is known as secondary carbon. Primary, what I said, when one carbon atom is attached to another carbon, see, it is attached to, suppose if I rub this, then both are primary. Both are primary now, both are primary. If I rub this, see, it is not 2 degree, it is, both are 1 degree. So primary means, again I repeat, when one carbon is attached to another carbon atom or no other carbon atom. Here no other is there. But if I put another carbon here, then this becomes primary and this becomes secondary. Alright, this becomes primary and this becomes secondary. Are you following? Now next is your tertiary. Tertiary carbon atom means what you can say? When one carbon is attached to three other carbon atom. Three other means, see here, three other. This is third degree. It is attached to three other carbon atom and these three are what? 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree, 1 degree. Got it? So in this way, this is your tertiary carbon atom. When one carbon atom is attached to three other carbon atom. Now quaternary, what is that? What it can be? When one carbon atom is attached to 4 other carbon atoms. So this is your 4 degree. You can see when one carbon is attached to 4 other carbon atoms. This is also called as neo. We can say that. In this way, we have got primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. We can say that. Thank you very much.